They definitely got Baker at a good price, but they almost had to because Sam Darnold is on the cap for $18 million this year. So it's not like they're saving on these quarterbacks. Yeah, they saved on Baker, but they're still paying Sam Darnold a ton of money. For the short term, I think it's an upgrade. I think for me, it's Baker Mayfield who's going to win this battle, this fierce battle in camp between Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. I do think he's an upgrade. And you've got to remember that Carolina has one of the best weapons on the offensive side in all of football, Christian McCaffrey. I feel like a lot of us forget he's there because number one, he's always hurt, and number two, he plays for Carolina. So if they can get any sort of effective play from their quarterback, which they haven't over the past few years because it's been a rotation of Cam Newton, PJ Walker, and Sam Darnold. So if Baker Mayfield can just be mediocre, that's literally all I'm asking for him, for that offense to work, because Christian McCaffrey is, like I said, he is such a dynamic Swiss Army knife on the offense where he can catch passes if he stays healthy. And also, how fitting. Guess who plays the Panthers the first week of the season? The Cleveland Browns. The NFL is dancing right now because what a revenge match for Baker Mayfield.
I think this is a good situation for Baker, and I'm not of the belief that he's going to rejuvenate his career and become this QB1 that Cleveland thought he would be, but I do think he is a starter in the NFL. I just don't think he's going to blow up and live up to those expectations of being the number one overall pick. But the Panthers did upgrade their offensive line. They drafted Ikem Ekwonu, one of your NC State guys. They signed Bradley Bozeman and Austin Corbett, so he'll have a nice line in front of him. They're going to try and use Christian McCaffrey more in the passing game if he can stay healthy beyond 3 games. But again, what I love about this is look at what the Commanders did, where they bring in Carson Wentz. They trade away 2 third-round picks and a second-round pick for Carson Wentz, and he's going to make $28 million this season. Would you rather have Carson Wentz or Baker Mayfield? I would actually take Baker Mayfield.
God, at least you're getting a bargain almost for Baker
That's what
Mayfield,
I mean.
because you're not paying a ton for him. But we've also got to remember that the Panthers traded up to get Matt Corral. So what was the strategy there?
I have no idea. I don't know what they were thinking. Ultimately, I think you said it. They're just gathering quarterbacks at inexpensive prices and rolling the dice and hoping that one of these guys will be the guy. But I really don't think they have their guy just yet. They're just sort of biding their time and waiting for a frontline guy to become available via the draft or whatever it is. I do think, though, if you look at what the Browns did, if you sort of flip it here, this was a bad move by Cleveland, not because they don't have their starter, but I'm of the belief that Deshaun Watson will not play this season. That is what the NFL is pushing for. And generally, when the NFL pushes for something, the NFL gets it. Now, we still don't have a decision from the independent judge that was agreed on by both sides as part of his disciplinary hearing. So that probably won't come out, that decision, for a few weeks. But even if Deshaun Watson misses, say, 6 games, they're going to roll with Jacoby Brissett. I just think the Browns botched this from the start. Maybe they couldn't have kept both guys on the roster because of salary purposes, but it's because they burned this bridge more than anything else, which is why, or at least a lot of the reason why, Baker's gone.